What is going on, everyone? My name is Brendan, like he said, and this is my first presentation at a conference, so hopefully y'all show me some love to help ease the nerves just a little bit. But before we, show me some, please, bring it on. Yes, beautiful, thank you. Before we get started, I want to paint a picture for you, right? So you can close your eyes if you want to really get into it, but you don't have to. So imagine, you go to work and you work in higher ed, right? You work in enrollment, management, or maybe you work in student success, and you have overdue tasks. You have too many phone calls to make. You have too many jobs to do, and you don't even have time to actually meet with students. Or maybe you're managing a team that has these problems. You would not be the only one, but let's imagine that day you realize you have that problem. You also put out a notice for a job opening, and you're like, all right, so these are the requirements. Works 24 hours a day, speaks any language known to man, right? Doesn't take lunch breaks, doesn't take bathroom breaks, none of that. Doesn't spill coffee on keyboards, all of those things. So that's pretty unrealistic asks for people. But what we've seen now and what we're doing at Element451 is exactly that. We're allowing you to hire the first digital workforce within higher ed. And so that's what we're doing here. But first, I need to tell you a little bit of story about Element451 and what we have been for the last decade. We've been creating personalized student-centered journeys all the way through from inquiry all the way through to advancement. We've done that in a no-code platform. We've allowed schools to have this simple, easy-to-use approach to accomplish these things, all while keeping the student the center of that journey. And the way that we're able to accomplish this is we take a holistic approach to student engagement. You're able to take a student all the way from their first inquiry, collect their activity data, their behavioral activity, and you're able to take that, add it to that data layer of the platform that you have, and couple that with a bunch of different tools like appointment scheduling and landing page building, event management, two-way communications, marketing automation. And you're able to take all of those things and you have this comprehensive all-in-one platform that is easily walking students through that entire journey. And so that's what we've been doing at Element451. But we've noticed even doing that job, which has helped a lot of people over the past decade and been able to just give institutions tools that are easy to use and even fun to use, right? But what we've noticed is there is still this gap where students expect this almost immediate support, immediate accessibility. They want answers to questions. They don't want it to be dependent on time. And what we've seen now and what we know is that bridge can't be filled with anything but AI. And that's exactly what we are doing at Element451. So we're going to go back to the imagining, right? So I want you to imagine this, right? Imagine that you could come in and hire an entire AI admissions team. Imagine that you could hire an entire AI student support team. And imagine that you can hire an entire AI marketing team and more. I could go on. I only have 3 slides, but I could keep adding more. AI, whatever, advancement team. All of these different teams now, you have the capability to go in and hire, and that possibility is now a reality. And that's with Bolt agents. So Bolt agents are here and they're taking all the jobs that you need done from recruitment to student success to advancement, and they are able to complete those jobs and see them through to fruition. And so this is Carolyn. She's a Bolt agent. You're able to assign her different skills, assign her certain knowledge that is institutionally specific. So now all the jobs that you need done, like if you needed to convert nursing inquiries for students to start their application, now she's going to be able to handle that job. She can send text messages, she can send emails, she can make phone calls, and none of that happens without staff approval. So once the staff approves these things, system can go to work and can start thinking. Not only is it executing on these jobs, but that data layer, it's monitoring the behavior of that student to know what step to take next. So the next step that Carolyn took here was a phone call. Now, what's really cool about this is you can monitor that phone call as an end user as it happens live and in real time. So you can step in if you need to. That can be handed off to someone. But you notice here, it's just providing that information for Carolyn to give what's needed for that program and drop that student into the application so that job can be done. So now we see that Zoe has completed the application. And that's exactly what we're talking about here with all of these jobs need to become the effortless engagement that can now be put in the hands of your staff to now determine what these jobs are, give instructions to make sure that they're completed, and make sure that these students are doing it. So, all right, this is going to be a little bit risky, so bear with me. I'm going to try and do a live demo, and might get my hand slapped for this, but I want to show you guys something. Give me 1 second. I'm going to hang out with one of our agents here. Refresh. Let's make sure the internet's good. We'll go to start conversation. And we're going to give a phone call to Carolyn.
Hello, I'm Carolyn, your AI assistant at Element University. How can I help you today?
Hey, what's going on, Carolyn? I'm actually here with some friends, and I'm giving a presentation. I'm telling them a little bit about what you can do, but I thought you would be better suited to tell them what it is you're here to help do.
Hi there, I'm Carolyn, and I'm here to assist with anything related to Element University. Whether it's providing information about courses, admissions, events, financial aid, or scheduling appointments, I've got you covered. Just let me know what you need, and I'll be happy to help.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Carolyn. Actually, we probably have some multilingual folks in the audience. How about you give them some examples of how you can speak different languages and some different ones that you can speak?
Sure thing. I can interact in various languages and accents. For example, Spanish. Hola, puedo ayudarte con información sobre Element University en español. French. Bonjour, je peux vous aider avec des informations sur l'université Element en français. 你好，我可以用普通话提供有关元素大学的信息。German. Hallo, ich kann Ihnen auf Deutsch mit Informationen über die Element Universität helfen. Italian. Ciao. Posso aiutarti con informazioni?
Whoa. You're doing a lot of those. Let's go and hold off on that. We only got a little bit of time left, but thanks so much. You did a great job showing me up at my own presentation. So thanks a lot, Carolyn.
You're welcome, and I'm glad I could help out. If you or your friends have any more questions, feel free to ask. Enjoy the rest of your presentation.
Awesome. So you can even see here as that conversation happened, every single piece of that conversation was transcribed. So not only does the team on the back end have access to that conversation as it's happening, but the student can come back and re-reference what happened on that conversation. It's even better than a phone call with a person, right? Because you're not going back as a student and tracking back what was said and keeping record of that conversation, but you have that here as well. So that is exactly what we're talking about whenever we mention the fact of you want to be able to come in and scale the engagements that you're having with these students and bridge the gaps of being able to meet them where they are at. And so I actually have the ability, I have a QR code here at the end that I want to throw up. Now, I will say this is an interactive demo. So whenever you scan this form, this is going to give you the ability to interact with the same agents that I just showed you if you just want to chat back and forth with them, if you want to call them on there. If you fill out that form, an agent will call you, right? This is not just one channel of support like through a chat. These agents are calling phone numbers. They are texting, emailing, going through WhatsApp. So interact with it, play with it. We're over there at booth E20 in the higher ed zone. So come hang out with us, talk with us a little bit, and thank you. Thanks for listening.